Thursday, March 16th, we will announce who Mr. and Miss Kentucky basketball are, but we've got to get there first, right? We've got to have some candidates, and we'll tell you exactly who those folks are. And we also want to tell you about this partnership, because this doesn't happen without the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches and the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation. And I'm here with two folks that know a thing or two about both, actually. So joining me now, Lindy and Mac, we appreciate you guys being here. You all, first of all, tell us what you do with KLEF and really what this event means to you guys.
Yeah, so I'm the executive director of the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation, proud to be part of the team. This event funds our mission, and so we provide programs to tens of thousands of Kentuckians each year to provide vision services to enhance their quality of life. And so not only does it raise funds for our mission, but also raises awareness about what we offer to people across the state of Kentucky who might not realize: vision screening programs, financial assistance, and more.
Everything. All right, Mac, tell me who you are and what you do with KLEF.
All right, my name's Mac Ferguson. I have the pleasure of being the president of the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation and a member of the Lexington Lions Club.
And tell us about your involvement in, because this event, you've been around this event for a little bit.
Oh yeah, the Lions of Kentucky started this back in 1954 and then picked it up in 1976 with Miss Basketball. We're just so pleased to be able to continue this. We want everybody to come out, come to the games, come to our banquet, and take advantage of the auction. A lot of good items there. And we're raising funds to help folks around the state of Kentucky.
Well, I think Lindy mentioned that. I think it can't be understated how important the Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation is with vision screenings and what you do around the state.
That is true, and we're so pleased to be able to do this. We not only do vision screenings, stuff like that, we're humanitarian. We're a humanitarian organization also. We help our folks that have been flooded in eastern Kentucky. We help with hunger. So we're just out in the community trying to do good for our folks of Kentucky.
This is always such a great event. I've had the pleasure of emceeing the event and being involved with you guys for about 6 years now, and I've loved every second of it because it's such an important event, especially if you're like me and you love basketball the way I do. But tell us a little bit about the event, how to get tickets, and what will be going on that night.
Yeah, so we're super excited. March 16th. Tickets are available online now, Mr. and Miss Kentucky Basketball.com/tickets. Tickets and tables available for purchase, but also we have sponsorships that folks can make contributions to help the event. And then the online auction is not limited just to attendees. So we allow folks to bid even remotely, all kinds of different packages. So if you're a bourbon lover, if you like experiences, sports memorabilia, you name it, there's something for everyone. And again, all those proceeds are funding our mission to provide those vision services to Kentuckians and those in need.
I can speak to that online auction because I see it every year. You all have so much stuff. I can't even believe it. It's amazing. Anything you want, you can get out there, right? And then you guys, the Lions are also there helping. So you guys are there in full force helping. So what a great event for you guys to be a part of as well.
Yes, we're just so pleased to be there.
And there is a deadline to purchase tickets, so tell folks what that is.
Yes, we hope to sell out. Each year we have record crowds, so don't delay, but we will still have tickets available, assuming they are available, because we have limited quantity, but March 7th would be the date for in-person tickets. But we do have a virtual viewing option, so even if someone lives in Colorado or anywhere in the U.S., you can watch this historic event happening with a virtual ticket, which can be purchased online through the 14th. So there's options and ways, but we hope to see you in person. The energy is tremendous. What better than Kentucky basketball and the tremendous accomplishments of these student athletes, so deserving of their recognition, right? And supporting a great cause, it doesn't get better than that.
Oh, I am so impressed every year by the turnout and the folks that come. But I'm also, we haven't always done the online option. We haven't always done the virtual option for you to be able to watch. So I'm so impressed at the number of folks that year after, as that's growing as well too, which I love. So we want to tell all of you, and it's only $25.
Right.
So that's what I said. Listen, that's a bargain to be able to see a really great event. So make sure that you tune in. If you can't make it, there's no reason to not watch. It's a great event. So, and lots of sponsors that you have that really help with this event as well too.
Yes, we are tremendously grateful. Many of them have been year after year supporting us since the event started. We've been recognizing these student athletes for many years, as Mac mentioned, but actually we decided to make it a formal event, to celebrate and bring recognition and the energy together. But our sponsors help us to keep our ticket prices, affordable. And the virtual option is something we really made a pivot, during COVID when the world went virtual, and we've continued to allow that. I mean, we have some of our supporters who want to sit in their recliner and, have their popcorn or whatever and not come out to Lexington. So really trying to, meet people where they are and how they can support our cause.
Well, I'm really looking forward to it because you all do such a great event. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful event. It's a coming together of some of the best talent in this that the state has to offer. And of course, we love our basketball around here, don't we?
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So, and this is an event I know for you and you guys, as you all come and you all see this come together, you all get to see these young people go out into the world and talk about. We hope everyone is talking now also about Kentucky Lions Eye Foundation as they leave this event.
And that's what we want. We want them to be a part of the Lions of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Just go out and tell everybody what great work the Lions do.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Thank you all so much, and we look forward to seeing you guys March 16th at the Griffin Gate.
Can't wait.
Why is this man so happy? He's got advantage checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage checking from Community Trust Bank.
Joining me now is Scott Chalk with the Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches, who certainly knows a thing or two about some of these athletes that we will be announcing to you. But first of all, tell us a little bit about how we get here, because the nomination process is very extensive and very involved. So tell me how we get here.
Well, it starts with the play during the season. Our coaches in each region vote, are members of the KABC, and they vote on the player of the year, senior player of the year from each region. And so we get the candidates from that and also from nominations of people around the state, like coaches and media, nominating people for Mr. and Miss Basketball. And so we put that together and we have the candidates. But basically it's a vote of the regional coaches to decide, and then media to decide who is the best, or the candidate, or maybe candidates. Sometimes we have ties. Right. For the player of the year, which is a candidate for Mr. and Miss Basketball.
Well, I think it's important to note it is not only a nomination for Mr. or Miss Basketball, but it's also a representation of the region. So you are a region player of the year in this role, which I think is important to note.
Yeah, and that award, it means a lot. I mean, They get recognized here at Rupp Arena during the Sweet 16. They receive their award and everything, and so it's a great experience in and of itself. Just that is it's a great accomplishment, and it's a fun way to recognize them. And the KHSAA has worked great with us over the years to allow us to give that award during the Sweet 16, which is a neat thing to get everybody down here on the floor. So it's fun.
It's awesome. Well, also as well too, I think it's important to talk about that this is an award that is reserved for seniors. So we have a lot of great players across our Commonwealth, no question, at all different ages, at all different. So we even have 8th graders that are playing varsity ball. We have freshmen, sophomore. This is reserved for seniors.
Right, exactly. And that some people argue about that at times. They wish, this kid, he's great. He's the best player in the state, and he's a sophomore. Well, that's great that he is, and when he's a senior, he can be Mr. Basketball. But this way, each class has one. Instead of having one that maybe wins it 3 or 4 times in a row, each class has one. And it's a great honor, and there's only a certain number of people that will get that honor over the years. And as they grow old and look back, it's kind of a collegial kind of thing, So, I mean, it's neat, and it's a senior-only award, and it's stayed that way for 40 or 50 years, so we're happy to keep it that way.
I think it's perfect, absolutely. Well, this isn't the only place where we will see these candidates. We will also see them compete in, of course, that All-Star game that we all love to follow as well, too. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're excited about the All-Star game. We're going to be at Lexington Catholic again on June the 6th on Friday night, and then we'll go to Indianapolis on June the 7th with the group. It worked out really well last year. We were fun to be back in Lexington, and so we're excited to do it again for the second year there. And I think we'll have a good team, very competitive. We split the last 3 years in a row, so we're feeling good about the way we're running things right now. Our committees are selecting some good players, and I tell people all the time, it's not just an award for you're the best 12 players in the state, but you're also the right 12, because it's like trying out for the Olympic team in a way. We don't have tryouts, but your whole season is a tryout for us to figure out how to put together the best team that can beat Indiana. And we've done that the last 3 years, and we've done really well and came close to sweeping them. But we're getting close. We're gonna get it eventually. So we're excited about it.
Yeah, this is the year for sure. All right, and Mr. and Miss Basketball wear that coveted #1 jersey. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, it is neat, and they have we provide a jersey for their school so that they can put that up in their school also that they were Mr. and Miss Basketball. So it's it's a great honor, and it's one of the neat things. If you're in a state like Kentucky that loves basketball and basketball means a lot, then it really means something. It's something that you're never going to forget. It's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing. And so, we're happy to be a part of it and working with the Lions Club and, with Lexington Catholic, with the KHSA. We have a lot of partners in this thing, you, of course, and, Prep Spin, everybody. So, we're just excited about being a part of it and keeping it going.
Awesome. Well, Scott, thank you so much. We appreciate the KABC and all that you guys do, especially to make this event so successful. So thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, for the first time, we have some very special awards that we're going to announce the winners for today so that you will know those, but they will also be introduced at the Mr. and Miss Basketball Banquet coming up in March as well. But before we do that, we want to thank our sponsors who are helping us to provide these awards for these student athletes. We want to say a big thank you to Community Trust Bank, the Louisville Downtown Lions Club, Network for Hope, UK Healthcare, Zoller Pump Company, Lexington Lions Club, Jostens, Prep Spin, Audio Visual Techniques, Tonuit Photography, Kentucky Association of Basketball Coaches. So, of course, these next 3 awards will be honored at our event coming up in March. But first, we want to introduce the Donna L.J. Murphy Award winner. This is selected by Donna L.J. Murphy and her family, as is awarded to a skilled senior female college-bound basketball student athlete with proven academic credentials, possessing integrity, strong work ethic, a positive attitude, and who can be defined as a servant leader. This year's award will be presented to Hallie Collins from Knox Central High School. Hallie has played varsity basketball for 6 years and has overcome several challenges during her basketball career, all while maintaining an impressive 4.12 GPA. A big congratulations to Hallie Collins, the 2025 recipient of the Donna L.J. Murphy Award. Up next is the William Mr. Wildcat Bill Keightley Award winner. This is selected by a former team manager who worked under Mr. Keightley at the University of Kentucky and is awarded to a senior basketball manager who has made an impact on his team and excelled outside the basketball gym as well. This year's award is being presented to Chance Baugh from Beechwood High School. Chance has been a manager of the boys basketball team for 8 seasons, as well as managing the baseball team for 6 seasons and playing football for his entire high school career while maintaining a 3.92 GPA. Congratulations to Chance Baugh, the 2025 recipient of the William Mr. Wildcat Bill Keightley Award. The Wawa Jones Award winner is selected by the family of the late Wawa Jones, a multi-sport athlete at the University of Kentucky and an Olympic gold medalist with Rupp's Fab Five. This year's award will be presented to James Burnett from St. Xavier High School. James has participated in track and field, basketball, and football during his time at St. X. His team won back-to-back 400-meter state championships, and James plans to attend Indiana University in the fall. Congratulations to James Burnett, the 2025 recipient of the Wawa Jones Award.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high-performing by U.S. News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
KABC Region 1 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is number 12, Hannah Glisson from Graves County. She's averaging 13 points and 6 rebounds a game for the Lady Eagles. KABC Region 2 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Nevaeh Day, a power forward for Christian County, averaging 17 points and 11 boards. KABC Region 3 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is number 20, Peyton Bradley from Meade County. She's averaging 27 points and shooting 84% from the free throw line for the Lady Waves this season. KABC Region 4 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Larisha Cawthorn. She wears number 4 for Franklin Simpson High School. As a power forward, she's averaging 21 points a game and pulling down 11 boards. KABC Region 5 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is number 44, Leah Macy from Bethlehem. Leah has averaged an impressive 27 points per game and 13 rebounds for the Banshees this season. KABC Region 6 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Noelle Smith from Whitfield Academy. Noelle leads the Lady Wildcats in scoring and rebounding with 21 points and 8 rebounds per game. KABC Region 7 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Zakiah Johnson, who wears number 11 for Sacred Heart Academy. Zakiah is averaging 22 points a game and shooting 80% from the charity stripe. KABC Region 8 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is number 31, Lainey Johnson for Anderson County. She's averaging 23 points and 8 rebounds per game. KABC Region 9 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Caroline Eaglin from Newport Central Catholic. She's averaging 22 points and 6 rebounds per game while shooting 85% from the free throw line. KABC Region 10 Co-Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Nicole Archibald for the Lady Bears at Bracken County. Nicole is averaging 15 points and 6 rebounds per game this season. KABC Region 10 Co-Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Sierra Byers from George Rogers Clark High School. Sierra missed part of her senior season due to injury, but she's now back and averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds per game. KABC Region 10 Co-Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Brooklyn White from Paris High School. Brooklyn is averaging 16 points and 10 rebounds per game this season for the Lady Hounds. KABC Region 11 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Natalia Strader from Madison Central. Wearing number 21 for the Lady Indians, Natalia is averaging 18 points and 5 rebounds per game. KABC Region 12 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Grace Bougua. Playing center for the Danville Christian Lady Warriors, she's averaging 21 points and 13 rebounds per game. KABC Region 13 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Brooke Nicholson from North Laurel. Wearing number 21, Brooke leads her team in scoring, averaging 23 points and 9 rebounds per game. KABC Region 14 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Kyra McClarness, a guard from Knott County Central. Kyra leads her team in scoring and rebounding, averaging 22 points and 7 boards per game while shooting 79% from the charity stripe. KABC Region 15 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Sophie Adkins, a guard from Lawrence County High School. Sophie's averaging 24 points and 9 rebounds per game. KABC Region 16 Player of the Year and candidate for Miss Kentucky Basketball is Kenley Woods from Ashland Blazer. She's averaging 16 points and 3 rebounds a game while shooting 79% from the free throw line. KABC Region 1 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is number 32, Jonah Butler from Caldwell County High School. He's averaging 23 points and 10 rebounds per game. KABC Region 2 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is number 22, Rex Blue from Dawson Springs. This season, Rex is averaging 21 points per game and shooting 83% from the foul line. KABC Region 3 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Ty Price, a guard at Butler County, who's leading his team in scoring, averaging 28 points per game and shooting 90% from the free throw line. KABC Region 4 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Robert McAfee, who wears the number 1 jersey for the Warren Central Dragons. He's averaging 21 points and 7 rebounds per game. KABC Region 5 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Connor Lloyd, a guard at Adair County. Connor is averaging 21 points and 6 rebounds per game this season. KABC Region 6 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Noah Glover for the Fern Creek Tigers. He's the leading scorer on his team, averaging 19 points and 3 boards per game. KABC Region 7 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Justice Decker from DuPont Manual High School. Wearing number 1 for the Crimsons, Justice averages 17 points and 10 rebounds per game. KABC Region 8 Co-Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Armello Boone from Woodford County High School. He's averaging 18 points a game and shooting 72% from the foul line. KABC Region 8 Co-Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Aaron Gutman from Walton Verona High School. He wears number 33 for the Bearcats, averaging 24 points and 7 boards per game. KABC Region 9 Co-Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Andy Johnson from Cooper High School. He's averaging 24 points and 6 rebounds per game for the Jaguars. KABC Region 9 Co-Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is E.J. Walker from Lloyd Memorial. He's averaging 18 points and 11 rebounds per game this season. KABC Region 10 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Garen Jackson, a guard from Campbell County High School. Jackson is averaging 16 points per game and shooting 83% from the foul line. KABC Region 11 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Malachi Moreno from Great Crossing High School. For the Warhawks this season, he's averaging 22 points and 15 rebounds per game. KABC Region 12 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Trevor Ellis, wearing number 24 for the Mercer County Titans. He's averaging 16 points and 9.5 rebounds per game. KABC Region 13 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Maddox Huff from Harlan County High School. Wearing number 3 for the Black Bears, Maddox is averaging 30 points per game and 8 rebounds. KABC Region 14 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Evan Eversole, a power forward for the Hazard Bulldogs. Evan is averaging 19 points and 10 rebounds per game this season. KABC Region 15 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Jaden Stewart from Pike Central High School. Jaden is averaging 29 points and 12 rebounds per game while shooting 76% from the charity stripe this season. KABC Region 16 Player of the Year and candidate for Mr. Kentucky Basketball is Xander Carter for the Ashland Blazer Tomcats. He's averaging 24 points and 6 rebounds per game. Congratulations to all of our KABC Players of the Year and Mr. and Miss Kentucky basketball candidates. We are so excited to see who wins these coveted awards, and we will see you on March 16th at the Marriott Griffin Gate.